Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe.
I still hear the music. Welcome back. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Unpopular Opinion. I'm your host, Shawan Burns. In today's Unpopular episode, we are going to talk about Jamie Foxx, Sean Diddy Combs. We got a story from Young Thug, Brandon Johnson, and much, much more. So without further ado, I'm going to bring up our super producer. Super producer, are you with me?
Oh, yes. Baby, listen. I'm running today.
You ready?
I got my newscaster on. I'm ready to go. I got my Poindexter.
You got your Poindexter. You got your journalism sweater on.
Yeah, I'm very collegiate today.
You look very collegiate today, for real. Like you should have some school books or something.
Okay, that's what I'm going for. I got my notebook. I'm ready for class a little bit today. I was like 5 minutes late, but I'm ready.
It's all right.
Good morning to Toy Mafia. Good morning, Justin. Good morning, Carrington. How are you all? Man, I love it. More and more of us in the room every time we connect.
Yes.
I love this.
Yes, this is beautiful.
And we're going to bring you that refresh as soon as Shawan sends me.
As soon as Shawan stop acting brand new.
No, soon as Shawan said, because I told her, I said, you're not going to send me the photos.
Yeah, I'm going to do that directly. Watch, when I get offline, I'm going to do that right.
She's still not going to do it.
I'm going to do it, I swear.
She's still not going to do it, but me, I don't, I just go with the flow. We're going to bring it to you as soon as Shawan can bring it to us. Okay. Now, listen, we got things to do today. We got to jump right in. I've been given directions, so let's take the direction.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. This is YSL. Young Thug. I wanted to talk about this because you kind of called it. Remember you were saying, I don't think he's going to be able to operate as he normally would with all these restrictions. So now he is going back to the judge and asking if they could lift that ban on actually being in ATL. So he said it's too many he said it's too many stipulations for my probation. And he had going to almost 40 years. I think they was trying to give him 40 years in prison. And now you saying it's too many restrictions, fool, if you don't shut up.
I want to hear that part where you say, I think you called it. You were right.
I don't have a problem admitting when people are right. I do not
hear it.
Well, you catch it on the replay if you want to hear it again.
You got to catch it on the replay, and I'm right. Yeah, like I said, do you want to watch this video and then I'll talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, they're gonna play a commercial.
3,000.
Edit videos like a pro with AI. AI tool to save you time. Type down the description of your imagination. Click Generate button to get the instant AI result. Easy and creativity image done, just like that. Seamlessly track people and objects.
You could skip it.
Auto-generate subtitles only need 1 second.
All right, developing tonight at 11, Young Thug wants to change the rules of his probation. So one of his current conditions is banishment from Metro Atlanta for the next decade. But now He's requested permission to visit and live in one of his homes just outside of the metro. So the new court filing, Young Thug's lawyers say that the change will allow him to host his family for the holidays and other gatherings with family, friends, and business associates.
That was quick.
I was like, what?
What? The new change?
I was like, huh?
Yeah, that was. They didn't give us a lot of information. We don't know if the
Okay.
judge
I'm
approved
like,
it or not.
what? Okay, but anyway.
That was a 20-second video
Okay, I was like,
with no information.
that was some clickbait. Now, little steak of booty want to talk about clickbait. That was some clickbait right there.
That's some clickbait.
Okay.
Mm.
I told y'all because, like I
Mhm.
said, my brother is been in the music industry for 30 plus years now. He's has an independent record label.
Mhm.
You absolutely cannot function in the music industry being tied in one place. You just can't, because like I said, other people, like maybe other people you want to collab with have restrictions, like they have kids, and
Right,
they
right.
can't, just pick
Mhm.
up and travel,
Mhm.
and it'd be easier for you to come to them.
Mhm.
Or, some other, thing they might like a certain specific studio they want to use. They're like, yeah, I'll do a collab with you, but we got to use this studio, because this
Mhm.
is the best, and they have the best engineers and
And best producer,
right.
and yeah.
And so I absolutely knew that, yeah, he was going to circle back, because, and then I saw an article. I'm gonna have to try to see if I can find it, and I sent it to myself.
You
I have
did.
so
You
much
put it
stuff
in
that I sent to
the
myself.
chat. Yeah.
I have
You
so
took.
much stuff that I sent to myself about his lawyer saying that he regrets
Yeah,
taking,
taking that plea
but his
deal.
daddy called it. His daddy told him. His daddy said he didn't want him to take this plea deal. His daddy said it. And I was like, yeah, because it's a lot for what he do, and him having to provide for, like, not just himself but his kids, and probably like his immediate family, like his mom, his dad, maybe a few of his siblings. Um
I'm wonder if he was having trouble selling his house too. And I think that's the house he's trying to live in.
well, this is a horrible market.
Yeah, so.
So yeah, absolutely. I mean, there have been a few homes. Floyd Mayweather just sold his home in Florida for like 22 million.
Mhm.
But he
Mhm.
bought it for 18 million. I don't see
Mhm.
that as a huge plus, because 18, 19, 21, that's only 4 million over what he paid for it. You know,
When did he buy it though?
uh I
Was it
don't
a
know when
while
Floyd
ago?
Mayweather
A while
bought that
ago. Mhm.
one in Florida, but he did so much renovations. If you've seen his home in Florida, he did a reality show. Did you see his reality show?
Oh no, I didn't. I
He
didn't
did
see
a
that.
reality show where he totally redid the mansion, and it has like, now it has like little mini mansions on it, because
Okay.
his daughter was living there,
Oh,
and he had like a guest house. So he's totally renovated.
redid. Okay.
Yeah. So for me, 18 to 22 with all those renovations that he
Yeah,
did.
probably didn't make. He probably broke
Yeah.
even. He probably ended up in a loss.
Yeah. And a lot of people are doing that right now just to get out of certain places.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
um yeah, so this is absolutely not the market for him to be selling in right now, but
Mhm.
who knows? But like I said, extenuating. Also, please change your chat to all messages instead of top messages.
Um.
Okay, thanks, Justin. Justin be all over it. I'm telling you, that's the best mind.
Yeah,
Listen,
Justin be on it.
it's just, but yeah, so that's why I'm just like, this is not gonna work, because
Mhm.
other people are gonna get tired of just coming to him, and some people
Mhm.
don't like Atlanta. Some people are like,
Mhm.
no, that's not my cup of tea. I don't really like.
Mhm.
And traffic in Atlanta is horrible.
Horrible, right? Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. It's like California. You will spend more time in the car than you will creating an album. You might as well create the
Mhm.
album in the car. I don't know what you're gonna call it, but
car ride.
Right now, people got studios on their telephone. You might as well create the album in the car because that's where you're gonna spend most of your time. So,
Mhm.
I'm sure
Yeah.
that he's having great difficulty. I don't know. What I've made in Texas, I don't know if the judge would have granted it yet or if they would. You know how they do Diddy. They make them wait all the way
Wait
to
to
the end of the week,
yeah, to Friday to
right? And then they
deny them.
decide. Right. It's like something about
Like,
Friday. It's like no sounds better on Friday.
you're
We're
right.
just waiting for Friday to say no.
No sounds better on Friday.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, it
Mhm.
won't be as bad because they, Friday is normally payday. So we'll say no on Friday and they won't be as mad. Like, whatever. Like, please.
Mhm.
So wow.
Mhm.
You think you're gonna get it?
I don't know. I can't see them granting that. I mean, unless they got, I haven't read the document, unless they make a strong case saying, hey, I can't sell this house and this is the only place I could live at.
Now, this is what I could see them doing. Here goes super producer again.
Okay.
I can see them telling him, we will give you a set amount of time to be able to try and sell this home. And then we'll revisit and come back and see. Because it hasn't been that long. You know
No,
what
it
I'm saying? Like,
hasn't.
it
Yeah.
hasn't been that long. So I
Mhm.
can see the judge saying, well, you haven't even given it time enough
Yeah,
to
it's
see
haven't
if
been on the
somebody will
market
buy.
for
Right.
that long.
So I
Yeah.
can see him saying, we're gonna give this some time and we'll have you back. And here they go. Here go the judge. Clerk, what do we have on the books? See, because you know, he just put it on the market. He just got out of the trial. It's gonna take some time, and that's what they're gonna say, and then they're gonna come back. I bet he's gonna tell him that they're gonna come back in 60 days to
Yeah.
see if
Yeah.
there's any, that's gonna give them enough time to do a very aggressive um advertising and showings and those types of things. And then after 60 days, the judge may say, okay, because
Mhm.
you haven't gotten any traction. Have you gotten any showings? Has anybody come and seen? And I don't know. Then they may start dropping that price drastically.
Yeah, and it's on for sale for $2.6 million, and it's in Buckhead,
Hmm. How much is
and
it?
2.6 million.
Mm.
And it's uh it's been on the market since the end of October. That's what it looks like.
He was still in trial then, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still gonna say give it time because he was still in trial and he was not yet under these probation stipulations at that time.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
maybe he's gonna say, you know, October it was wintertime. I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna say, let's
Oh,
give it.
they already price cut it too.
That's why when I said
They
what's the
price
price
cut it.
again? What's the
Yep.
price again? Because I already know that that number is already too low. It's Buckhead. Not
Mhm.
that Buckhead is like prominent, but lots of celebrities live there,
Live
and
there, yeah.
it's sought out for celebrities. But I
Yeah.
don't know that celebrities are buying in Atlanta anymore. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, you're right.
I don't
Yeah.
know that they're doing that, but
Mhm.
sheesh.
Yeah.
We'll keep you guys posted on when the judge rules.
Mhm.
Hopefully they'll let us know. All
Yeah.
right, let's go.
Okay. Oh, do you have an X account or do you want me to bring
I
it up?
don't Did they have a video?
Yeah, it's a video on here.
That's what came
Us
up from what you sent me, but go ahead. You get it. and I'll read it. You find it and then I'll read.
Okay.
This is Common Sense. Common Sense says, "Welcome back, Jamie Foxx. Happy that stroke didn't take you out. God is good."
Okay.
Let's see. Maybe I can go to the video. Hold on. Yeah, the link is there. Never mind.
Okay.
Let me hit the retry button. It's still not going for me.
It's
You
not
go
going.
ahead, bring it up then, because it's not going for me.
Oh, maybe he took it down.
I hit the
The
link.
hell?
The video didn't come up. It was like retry. I do, but I do have an account, but I don't
Okay.
have it logged into it on my laptop.
Somebody took it. I think they took the video down.
They might have. What was the video, girl? You
It
got
was on
guys.
Netflix.
Oh, we would have got a copyright strike anyway.
Okay, so anyway, this Netflix. Jamie Foxx did a Netflix special, and it was very emotional. It came out yesterday. Very emotional, but very funny. And Jamie Foxx, he told about his near-death experience.
Did you watch it? I haven't watched it
I
yet.
did. He was crying like first. He was getting choked up like the first 15 minutes of the show.
Mhm.
Actually, throughout the show. And he made references, how people were saying, oh, Diddy did something to him, blah, blah, blah. So he joked about that. He never really pointed to Diddy, but he made a whole bunch of references. Like he said, when he went out and he don't remember, when he passed out, he doesn't remember the next 20 days. He said he never seen light. You know how they say near death, you see the light? And he joked about, well, it was really dark. And he said it was really dark and it was really hot. And Diddy was at the end of the hallway. I was like, this nigga crazy. And everybody thought that was hilarious. But so throughout
Do
him,
you see me? This is how I would have been sitting in the seat. Like,
yeah, throughout he was very emotional.
can you tell me something without telling me something? I mean, you trying to say that Diddy allegedly is Satan's son? What we doing?
right.
Like,
And he said,
afraid.
and Diddy was down the hallway with some baby oil in flames.
Thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't.
It was hilarious. It was hilarious. But throughout him telling these jokes or whatever, he did get choked up because he said it was a near-death experience. They said he had bleeding on his brain, and he had a stroke. They never did find no bleeding.
Stop right there. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say he had?
Bleeding on his brain.
And then what after that?
A stroke.
Seemed like to me, he needs to go be friends with TD Jakes, because TD Jakes had a stroke. That man was at the hospital next day. He got a line. He on the main line.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx don't. Oh, and this is what he said.
On the main line
he said, "I'm a good person, God. Why has this happened to me? Blah blah blah." He kept on questioning God's basically authority. Right.
Well, listen, y'all go off in these comments after y'all hear my comment.
And listen what he said.
Today.
He said God told him, yeah, those people already are owned or claimed by another person or by someone else, basically referencing the devil. He said, you belong to me.
Listen, I'm confusion. Like I said, you need to be friends with TD Jakes, because you friends with the just like the voice said, you friends with the wrong
person. Yeah.
TD Jakes had that stroke, and
he
next
was out.
day,
yep.
Jamie, what we doing? Get on the main line.
Jamie said he didn't know how to. When he came to 21 days after, he was being very arrogant. He was like, I'm Jamie Foxx. This shit don't happen to me. And he said they called the nurse. I guess this nurse head, NIC in charge. She don't play, white lady, they said. And so she came and said, oh, So you gonna move your neck side to side, do something. She was shouting out orders. And so she was like, oh, okay, since you Jamie Foxx, get up and walk to me. And he couldn't walk. He was like, ooh. So, and
Well,
then that's what really started his
he should have
recovery.
known that when he heard the voice tell him. I mean,
Mhm.
Jamie, you know about church. Stop playing.
Yep. Yep. He knows
Well,
about
listen,
it.
I'm with you. Somebody lying.
Yeah.
Somebody lying about this show.
Somebody lied. Yep. Yep.
Somebody.
He couldn't walk. He
Q,
could
what
not
you
walk.
say? You say you not moving that fast after a stroke, no matter
No.
how slight or strong it.
It took him, I think he said about 4 months to recover.
Listen,
Like, and he, he's still, and he
Q,
talked
are
about
you
his
sure?
thing too.
Are you sure? What if the man got Jesus on the main line? Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
TD Jakes is telling us he want us to believe
He want us to believe that he had
that
this medical emergency, near death. They did an emergency operation. That's what he said, and he was out
one
the
of these
next
things
day.
is not like the other. Ain't that what they used to play in school? One of these things is not like the other.
Oh, and
Which one
Jamie
is it?
Foxx, they had to cut open his head to find to see if they had, and they didn't find it.
When he came back on the scene and he was so pale,
Skinny, right?
he was skinny, but to me he was very pale. Like he was.
Oh yeah,
lighter.
he was pale, and
He was
yeah,
lighter. If you go back, he was lighter. Then and
yeah,
some
he was
people
very pale,
TD
and
Jakes, you very, very dark. If you I don't know. I just have to go to that because listen, I want y'all to critically think. I want y'all to critically think. And listen,
Doesn't
don't
make
get me
sense.
wrong. God is good.
All
And
the
all the
time.
time. God is
God
good.
is good. Yeah.
Okay? He
Mhm.
is. And he
He
be on the
is.
main line. But let me tell you, God is a spirit. So he can't like give you a new body or a new brain. Like your body is your body.
Your
Like,
body is your body.
he can
Mhm.
repair things, but
You only get one, right?
yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
he can only do what he can do. He can help you come back so you can recover. I believe that.
Mhm.
But listen, just critically think. I'm just saying. And if you lying about that, what else you lying about? I
Well,
want to be swallowed. Have you ever been swallowed up? Swallowed.
well, big ups to Jamie Foxx because I think it was a beautiful performance. He's a great storyteller, and he performed in Atlanta, and because he wanted to make a tribute to Atlanta because he said Piedmont Hospital in Atlanta actually saved him.
Yeah, child. He better be glad he went to Piedmont because if he had went to Grady, he'd have never made it out.
And you know what? It's so funny because he said his sister, the doctor they went to before, girl gave him a cortisone shot and sent them home.
Okay.
And so his sister was like, "Nah, this is not my brother." And
I'm,
so she drove around. She said, Jamie said, they're not from there. They from Texas. Drove around and God told her she's to where to drive, and she's found this hospital, and it was Piedmont Hospital.
okay, Q, shady Grady. Listen. If you're listening to me and you're just moving to Atlanta because there seems to be a migration there, and you get in that ambulance and they say they're taking you to Grady, you better jump straight out that back door.
Like, no, you not.
You better tell them. I mean, I don't care how you gotta act. You better tell them take you somewhere else. Okay, I'm just saying. But yeah, I love Jamie Foxx. I love him more when he sings versus I like it when he mixes, like when he does his comedy
and that's what he did. Yeah.
And so I love that. So I'm gonna watch it. Maybe I'm gonna have a little watch party with my private members, if they haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And have a little watch party with them.
You would get some tissue because it was very emotional.
Well, I'm gonna see because I'm not a cold person, but I'm gonna look at this and be like, is he for real? It gotta hit me.
Oh, you know what? And it's another thing he said. It was like hilarious. He said he was out and with his daughter or somebody, and they was leaving the restaurant, and he heard somebody say, "Oh, that ain't Jamie Foxx. That nigga's a clone." They cloned Jamie Foxx because
Let
that's
me
what they
tell
were
you,
saying. Oh, that's because he was so
I love
different
he was
looking.
pale, I told you. I
Hmm.
love Jamie Foxx. The only thing I don't love about him is his dating history.
Oh, yeah, girl, it is. I was like, I'm sorry for getting so loud, but I thought about you. I was like, super producer will love this part because at the end he started singing, talking about, and no more white woman, and I'm not dating no more. I am
Lies.
healed.
The lies.
He
And the next
made
day
a
he went
church
and got
songs,
another white
and
woman.
then he said, not in public. I was like, super producer.
I'm gonna watch
He
it.
said, no.
I mean, I like Jamie Foxx. I'm telling you though, the thing I don't like about him is his dating history.
I thought about you when he started singing that. He made a whole church song out of it.
I can't wait. I'm gonna watch it so I can laugh. But
It was so hilarious.
I just feel like I don't know what I don't know. For me, I just love us.
Mhm,
I love us. Are we hard to love? Yeah.
mhm,
Yeah, you gotta have some tough skin to love us.
mhm.
But I feel like, can you love us? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like when they have that type of dating history, what they're saying is they're weak. They're
Mhm,
not they're not strong enough
mhm,
to love us. They would
mhm,
rather, you know, uh, go somewhere where, they don't have to be as strong.
mhm, mhm.
But anywho, that's just the super producer.
Okay.
And go off in these comments. What up to the replay? I got time today.
You got time today for
I
all the
got it.
smoke.
Okay, I got it. All of it.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, listen. We're not gonna watch this whole thing. Maybe we'll just watch the intro and talk about it.
Okay.
So P. Diddy says the feds are sabotaging him with the jail laptop. This is shout out to Law and Crime on YouTube.
Mhm,
I love watching this channel. First of all, something that you might not know, little tidbit about the super producer. I love shows like The First 48. Um, in all of those series, the first 48 series.
me too.
Gary Williams said Jamie Foxx is distant. Hold on, wait a minute now. You might get a message to Jamie Foxx, Shawan. He said Jamie Foxx is a distant cousin, and our family is a church family. He knows Jesus. Of course he do.
Mhm.
Of course he knows Jesus. Yeah,
He's
and
a nice guy. I love Jamie Foxx. I got a picture of him. I was
and
in Miami one time, and I have a picture with him.
Jesus came and told him, nigga, you have lost your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, Q, we're not going there today. All right, let's see.
A battle over, of all things, a laptop has now ignited a new legal feud and back and forth between prosecutors and Sean Combs' defense counsel in his criminal case. We are going to break down the competing letters to the court right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. All right, so Sean Combs' legal team has just raised, I would say, a new issue, sort of new issue to the court. And we're going to address it right now. And it concerns, of all things, believe it or not, access to a laptop while he's in the Metropolitan Detention Center, the MDC, where he's currently locked up while he's waiting trial next year. And before I even go into the defense's letter, I said it was new, but really, this is an issue that has come up before. You see, Sean Combs' defense lawyers, they have argued that the conditions at the MDC make it incredibly difficult for him to properly review evidence in the case and prepare for trial. And yes, he has a constitutional right to prepare for his trial. But they have been arguing for quite some time that because of the incredible amount of
He's like a
material in
demon
this
right
case, you really can't do it without a laptop. He needs a laptop to review everything. I mean, this is a massive case. Combs is accused of sex trafficking, racketeering conspiracy, transportation to engage in prostitution, and they are looking at him allegedly operating a criminal enterprise from 2008 to 2024. That is a long, long time period. And when he was first arrested, prosecutors at the time, they said they interviewed more than 50 victims and witnesses. They obtained over 90 cell phones, laptops, over 30 electronic and storage devices, firearms, physical evidence, records that were obtained pursuant to over 300 grand jury subpoenas and voluntary production. Think about how much stuff there
300.
is. So it is a massive case with a lot of evidence. And in fact, this was an issue that Combs' team had raised when trying to get him bail. They argued, look, he can't review all of this material in the MDC, so he needs to be released on home confinement immediately. Unfortunately for Sean Combs, that argument was rejected by the judge overseeing this case, Judge
On a
William
Friday.
Subramanian. In fact, in Judge Subramanian's order
Exactly.
denying Sean Combs bail, pretrial release, he wrote, given Combs access to counsel and documents, there was an issue with Combs receiving a laptop for the purposes of reviewing discovery, but the court addressed that. The firm deadline for the government's discovery, the end of the year, and the time left before trial, over 5 months, Combs has not carried his burden of demonstrating that release from detention is necessary for trial preparation purposes. And with respect to that,
All right.
Mhm.
So you all can go to Law and Crime and on YouTube and watch that. That's Jesse with Sidebar. Love him. Very informative. Will be able to explain to you what is happening in a very layman terms type of way. So go over there, follow that, whatever.
Mhm.
So they're trying to say that they're trying to sabotage him with this laptop. My
Mhm.
question is, what did you expect for them to do? You expected for them to go to Best Buy and get you the top of the line laptop and be like,
Right.
yes, here you go.
Here's your super computer.
Right. Like, I'm confused as to what you think the state should provide you in your defense. They should provide you with a laptop, and they did. You should have known it wasn't going to be, the highest quality. I feel like they are acting like they don't know how to attack this laptop situation because they should just absolutely tell the judge, okay, this is what we have to do. We're going to only have to focus on this half because the laptop will only allow us to do so. And then we'll set trials or dates for whatever else we need to do.
Mhm.
But him to keep complaining about every little thing, that's why he's not getting out.
They
The
just
judge,
irritated because he think
yes,
he has some type of privilege. Like,
right. 'Cause the
no,
judge is
Negro, you
like,
in jail.
the judge is like, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna keep seeing this man. I'm not gonna keep seeing him because I don't see everybody else like this. And so I think they're just getting irritated. Um, and
Mhm.
sorry, Keith Q, see you later.
Cute. Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Mhm.
Um, I mean, it's not like he's getting a MacBook. Okay. And so I feel like every little thing you gonna say something about, yeah, you gonna stay in here forever. Cause they just like,
Now,
you know,
my question is, does Diddy need to review all the tapes? I know the lawyer does,
yeah, listen,
but does Diddy need to do
you
it?
know what you did. Ain't no need for you to be looking back.
Right? Why you need to see all this evidence?
gonna be
You
in
already
prison.
was there.
He gonna be in prison saying, yeah, man, that was crazy. What? No.
Or
Get
probably
these
trying to beat his
documents. Now,
meat.
these documents you might need to review. And that shouldn't be too heavy on the
Yeah.
laptop.
Right.
But all of these video and graphics, those things weigh down a laptop. So absolutely he's not gonna be able to view. And that, like I said, what you need to view it for? He was there, so what he gonna sit there and tell the lawyer, yeah, that was crazy. You should have been there. Lawyer like, nigga, no. Like, no. So I think that they should just strictly keep it to files, what he needs to review as far as paperwork, like the filings, and things that people are filing, and maybe some of the evidence that they took from these people's cell phones or whatever. 300 cell phones is insane.
It is insane. And this is I think this will be probably a very long trial because are they going to make the jurors watch all these videos?
I don't think this trial is going to end until 2026.
Right.
I don't think that we might actually be getting another president by the time.
Right. By the time this is over.
I don't think that they're going to make them watch all the videos, right?
Okay.
For me, I feel like the prosecution is going to pull out certain videos, the very, very damning ones.
Salacious ones.
Yeah. But I do think that they're going to have a table in that jury room with all of these files. That's going to be insane that you're going to have to get up from your chair, grab a stack of files,
and go through it.
That paperwork is going to be diabolical, and I hope for him that the jury that is chosen doesn't get overwhelmed and just be like, he guilty, because all this paper, I ain't going through it.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing.
Right, because some people might just feel overwhelmed and look at the amount of evidence and say, he got to be guilty.
He got to be guilty because they wouldn't have all this against him.
And I ain't reading all that.
Yeah.
They might flip through a few things, look at the things that they presented in court, but I think they're going to get overwhelmed and be like, this is too much. He definitely did it. Guilty. But yeah, I think it's going to be the better part of 2026 before. And then he would have been in jail. They don't let him out a whole year. Wow. Yeah, it's about to get serious.
Yeah, it's gonna be some serious stuff.
Yeah, it's about to get serious.
Yeah.
But you all can go over to Law and Crime and watch that. They have this video right here. We're gonna talk about this right here.
What's that about? Oh, yeah.
We're gonna talk about
that's a good one. I covered that on my show.
Let me hear it.
Afternoon.
Y'all, look at Blue Ivy.
She looks gorgeous.
Can y'all believe that we have seen this child grow
up, right?
Like, let me play this video. I put the picture of her dad up there so y'all see they twins. Oh, child, I ain't got time for that. Let me play it with the music off.
Okay.
Y'all, YouTube so sensitive.
Oh, Grandma, where's Granddaddy at?
She is tall as her mama.
Yeah, and she looks gorgeous.
She should be playing basketball. She is as tall as her mama and her daddy, but she is beautiful. I cannot believe that we have seen Blue Ivy grow
up. Yeah. What's she like 15 now? 14, 15?
Yeah, when did that happen?
Overnight. Blue Ivy is 12.
This Sweet 16 part about to be insane. 12 is all growing up. Her Sweet 16 gonna be crazy. And if she's only 12 and she's that tall,
she's gonna be super tall, right?
Thanks to Jesus. She needs to be playing basketball somewhere. Well, I just wanted to show y'all that because Blue Ivy has turned out to be listen. When she was younger, I should have put that little picture of her I had when she was younger.
Oh, she was so cute too. She looked just like her daddy, right?
Terrible attitude. In the picture, show her looking over the balcony and she looking like this. She had a terrible disposition when she was a kid. The picture got her
probably like she probably didn't like that limelight stuff, probably.
Listen, I don't know, but man, I can't believe she looks like a grown woman.
Yeah, she looks good.
But she is beautiful.
Yeah, she looks really beautiful.
You know, I just wanted to show that because we have seen her grow up. I don't know when, but we have.
Yeah.
Lord, have mercy. Okay, y'all.
Oh, I hate this for Mike Tyson. I do.
After I had to see his butt cheeks, I don't hate this for him.
I do. I hate this for Mike Tyson.
No, I don't. Let me see what this video is because I didn't play it. Let's see. Oh, again, I hate these videos where you got to read everything. Mike Tyson faces $1.5 million lawsuit over alleged contract violation in order to fight Jake Paul. So this was about his company. Hold on. I'll bring this up so I can make sure I read it. This was about he has a company and it's
Mhm.
called Tyrannic. Tyson
Mhm.
and his company Tyrannic are being sued for more than $1.5 million by Midair, which
Mhm.
promotes the betting company Robono. This is so many layers. Oh my God. Alleging he unjustly terminated their promotional deal in March. So that would have been before the fight.
Mhm.
Um, and I hate this for Mike Tyson because it seems like every time he gets a piece of money,
Somebody take it from him. He
somebody is
tried to.
trying to
Yeah.
come and just get a piece of it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
my God, can the man just so he
Live.
canceled your contract?
Mhm.
Okay. He
Mhm.
canceled your contract. Now y'all mad that y'all didn't get a part. Carrington got me weak. Carrington said the Mike Tyson saga continues before he said the Diddy saga continues. I know it's a lot, Carrington. I know. Um, but yeah, so every time he gets a piece of money or he gets in the spotlight, somebody always has a problem, and it's this saying, more money, more problems. And that's what it seems like. Listen, I saw something the other day too. I'm sorry for rambling, but there was a headline and it said, Jay-Z now admits he has 100 problems.
Oh yeah, I seen that. That
I
was
said,
hilarious.
I said, y'all so petty. Y'all so petty.
Uh,
Okay.
uh,
Um, but yeah, so what are you feeling about Mike Tyson and this lawsuit from this company? They mad that he
I,
terminated their contract.
yeah, if it is a breach of contract, I don't know how you will or how Mike Tyson and his company will get out of that because usually they have these stipulations. Now, I'm curious to see if Mike Tyson terminated the contract because of the contract with Jake Paul. Maybe Jake Paul has stipulations in his contract where he couldn't go to an outside company to do promotional, and it was all supposed to be funneled through Jake Paul.
Right. So it would then
So
be a conflict of interest for
conflict of interest.
so
Yeah,
he wouldn't be able to do it, but,
yeah,
people are gonna be salty, uh, about something that I feel like he didn't have any control over, but we'll
no.
see how it plays
Hmm.
out.
Hmm.
Um, for me, I hope that Michael has a good legal team because even let's say he did breach the contract,
Hmm.
then it's gonna become a point of negotiations. So I
Yeah.
hope that he has a good, legal team in the
Hmm.
negotiations, department because they could negotiate it down. It's only a
Yeah,
million.
so he won't
They
have
could
to come out all
yeah, they
that.
could negotiate it down to 500,000
Hmm.
and, okay, pay that,
Yeah, yeah.
because he did get 20 million for the fight. So,
Hmm.
it's not like he don't have it. But it seems
Right.
like people just keep coming after him when they see that he gets something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Hmm.
now this person, gonna have something. Uh, I
Hmm.
hope he have a good legal team, but
Hmm.
because he definitely didn't have a good advisory team advising him about showing his on TV.
Right. That was a bad look.
I said, absolutely not.
That was
I
like
could have
an old man move,
I
right?
could have went my whole life without seeing that. Okay,
That was an
this
old man
next one.
move.
Do you know
Hmm.
about this? This
Yes, yeah. I
Daniel
covered
Daniel
this
Penny
yesterday. Yeah.
Daniel Penny acquitted.
Hmm.
Um, Neely's father and lawyer speak after the verdict.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this was the ex-Marine, right? That
Right.
choked out the homeless man and the man died.
Right. Hmm.
Um, and uh I don't know about this. Because I asked you for some food, you kill me?
Well, see that's the narrative that they're saying that he was just going around asking for some food. No, he was threatening people, talking
But
about I'm
so
ready to die and
he
I
was
don't care
threatening
who
people,
get it.
you
Yeah.
you kill him?
And to Daniel Penny's defense, I don't think he meant to do for um Jordan Neely to die. I think it was just one of those things that, and Jordan Neely, I mean, what's his name? Daniel Penny, he was young when he did it.
Now,
He was like
listen,
24,
I
23,
I
24.
don't
So
I don't think the intent was that, right?
yeah,
He didn't
yeah. I don't
get
think
on
it.
the train and say, "Oh, Imma kill somebody today." No, I don't think the intent was
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
But people have gone to jail for manslaughter for less and
Yeah.
not really meant it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know how I feel about no type of reprimanding because you can't just he's a ex-Marine. They absolutely train
Mm,
those people to kill.
yep.
So do he have the capacity to snap and do it maybe, under a PTSD type situation? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know that I agree with no
The
type.
outcome. The outcome.
Yeah, I don't think I agree with the acquitting portion.
Yeah.
Because listen, if Mike Tyson go out here and he get in a fight with somebody and he hurt them,
Yeah.
like they
He'll
died,
probably go to
he's gonna
jail.
go to prison
Yeah.
forever. Why? Because his hands are
Or
registered
lethal
as a lethal
weapons.
weapon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's the same with the military. They train these
Mm-hmm.
people to kill.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't feel like, acquitting him was proper. I think some
Um,
sort of
punishment or something.
yeah, whether it had been, "Oh, we're gonna convict him of manslaughter, um, he'll serve a year in jail with 4 years suspended on probation." That is something that I feel like should have been done.
So manslaughter, the manslaughter charge was dropped. They had a hung jury. So his team went back to the judge saying, "Hey, you have a hung jury. I don't think they're ever going to budge. So we're going can you drop this?" So they end up dropping that charge.
Which
And
is
then
crazy.
they had a lesser charge of negligent homicide, and they didn't find him guilty. And it was a jury of our peers, I guess you could call it.
They ain't my peers. That hung jury was my peers because
Well, it
I
was the
could see
same jury,
I could see
so
people being conflicted about um the negligent homicide, but not the manslaughter because you can't just go around putting people you don't know in a chokehold if they're not like he didn't even get a chance to harm him, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah, most men don't allow you to give them a chance to
right, but I'm just saying
harm you. So
it you can't just go around choking somebody,
yeah.
because of, there's procedures and proper ways you're supposed to conduct yourself in the public. So I
Well,
feel like we're gonna see Daniel Penny again because I feel like
mhm,
when people are validated for something and somebody lose their life, they're gonna be more brazen the next
to
time
do stuff.
and stepping in and doing something.
Well, so this is not I think we're only hearing about Daniel Penny because of the race issue, but that's not the first time that happened. A month prior to that, a black man killed a homeless guy, and he stabbed him. He stabbed him like 40 times or some
And what
crazy
was the
stuff.
circumstances? Because I know the
It's
circumstances
the
of this one.
same thing. He was on a train harassing people, and oh boy ended up stabbing him, and they let him go too.
I don't know, I feel like something is missing. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look it up. They let him go. So,
Alright, y'all. Let me
um,
see, do we got one more? Oh, no. Got to talk about this. New York. I feel like New York has become a black hole. Do you see all these things that's happening in New York? Let me read them to you.
okay.
Okay, this first one here on the left is executive hit list and wanted posters. NYPD warns health executives. That's what the word that you can't see. So there was a website, I think it was a website or it was put out on a social media post of a list of after this man, this and we're gonna go into that after this. After this CEO of United Healthcare was murdered or unalived,
Right.
uh, they found the social media posts with other healthcare executives' names and like wanted across them. Like, they have totally turned this man that killed this CEO into a martyr.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
that blew my mind. Like, is New York, they call it the cesspool, but this New York is becoming some other place that's not real.
Yeah.
Then this story in the middle. NYPD sergeant is charged with shoplifting at Target.
Really?
Say what?
You don't make enough money to buy stuff from Target, dude?
And who is the mayor of New York?
Eric Adams.
Child. Okay. This man is taking these folks down a black hole. This last one is, and this man, this is what New York Mayor Eric Adams, cake cutting ends in catastrophe. This 6-foot cake that they had set up. You see it here? Let me see
Mm-hmm.
if you can watch
Mm-hmm.
this video. Hold on. It would be that the sound get cut off. Hold on.
Yeah, the sound ain't playing.
Hold on. I'm gonna play it from the
Okay.
This is not what I want. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I'm gonna play it from this. Why? When I click it, it's going to something else. Let me see if I can trying to get the sound on. Then when I click it and go to okay, there you go.
Okay.
Technical difficulties this morning because we almost up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. This is the article. Let's see. Timu, please get out of my way.
Saturdays.
All right.
Okay, you got to be careful, okay?
I know.
And let's
Can
get
you
you off
see
your
it?
feet.
I can see it.
Medicare prescriptions delivered.
Get help with your Medicare prescription.
Here,
right
we're
now.
watching a commercial and another commercial pop up. What?
So this is pickleball? It's basically tennis for babies.
Oh, you know they got two ads in
I
this.
hate it. Listen, you up on
Yeah.
you watch. This is absolutely unacceptable. Okay,
These guys are
I got ads
intense.
all over.
We got
the place.
nothing to
I got
worry
ads.
about. With E-Trade from Morgan Stanley, we're ready for whatever gets served up.
Dude, you got to work on your trash talk.
I'd rather work on saving for retirement or college.
No shit.
Since you like to get schooled, that's a pretty good burn, right? Got 'em.
Game.
Thanks for coming to our clinic. First one's free.
Okay.
Oh my God. They seem like people
Cornerstone of our luxury. It's the cornerstone of our everyday shoppers. It's the cornerstone of our employees that are here and the
Look at the cake
businesses
behind
that
them.
see how important
That
it is
cake
to
is
be in this
huge, but why it's so
economic powerhouse. When you
not symmetrically?
100,000 jobs and $44 million in wages.
What are you talking about?
Child, I just
So
want to
this is
say,
pickleball? It's
I wanted to say that cake that was behind him,
It
it
fell over.
totally collapsed while he was talking.
Just like his administration.
Okay.
It's collapsing before his
New
eyes.
York is going through. They need to get this man out of office ASAP because this place is going through something. I don't know.
Now
The
you,
corner
I don't-
posters with the CEOs.
Mhm.
Now they have had to give the CEOs like more security and tell them you was on this website, but
Website.
and you need to be careful moving around and those things. I'm thinking get out of New York ASAP. Like this, I
ASAP.
don't know what is happening, but something is happening.
Mm-mm.
This man took over. When that cake collapsed, he should have just said, "Listen, everything is collapsing. I'm finna get out of here."
I'm finna leave. Yeah.
Look,
I think he's trying to rerun, right?
mhm.
Put his bid in. And it's funny. I don't know if you've been seeing him in the news. He's trying to become a Republican, I guess, praising Trump and stuff like that. I'm thinking he's trying to praise Trump because he's hoping
That he
that
get acquitted. That he
get a pardon or something like that. Yeah.
everybody, little stank of booty and him. They're trying to get up under this man so
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
This is wild. I can't.
Yeah.
But I wanted to, show that the decline of New York.
Yeah.
even further into, corruption and things like that. And then this guy right here is so interesting. Did you play he spoke back to the reporters? Did you
Oh, I
did you
didn't
know
see
that?
that.
Okay.
No.
Oh, so let me just give you all a little background about this man. This man that they claim unalive, the CEO, is brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
He was valedictorian of
Mm-hmm.
a very prestigious high
Mm-hmm.
school.
Mm-hmm.
He went to college.
Mm-hmm.
He's 26.
Mm-hmm.
He comes from a very well-to-do family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let me tell you why they said that he did this. Apparently, he had to have back surgery, and that didn't go very
Explain.
well.
Yeah.
And he blamed the healthcare industry for that. And so this is why they're claiming that he did this. But he yelled back at the crowd. Let's see if they have it here in this one because I didn't check.
Completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people.
Luigi Nicholas Mangione has been identified
What was he saying?
as the suspect in the Manhattan killing of United
He
Healthcare
said it was
CEO
some sort
Brian
of
Thompson.
injustice.
The 26-year-old was spotted at a McDonald's in Pennsylvania just days later. Mangione was born and raised in Maryland, where he was valedictorian of his prep school. He earned undergraduate and graduate degrees in computer science from the University of Pennsylvania. Mangione apparently had severe back pain from childhood that interfered with many aspects of his life. Police say when Mangione was arrested, he had a gun on him that investigators believed was used in last Wednesday's attack, as well as writings expressing anger at corporate America. Manhattan prosecutors have charged him with 5 counts, including murder, criminal possession of a weapon, and criminal possession of a forged instrument. He's currently being held without bail in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Interesting,
Moving
right?
to
The instrument that
tips better than
he
bubble wrap. The
had
U.S.
or
Department of Treasury.
used was 3D printed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just, I'm he when I read his manifest earlier today, I posted it up on my X account, and it doesn't sound like he was mentally ill or anything. Matter of fact, his manifest sound like, as a matter of fact, like not rambling or anything like that. It's just, hey, I want to save you the trouble. I was not working with nobody. This is my problem with X, Y, and Z. That's basically what it said. Um, it's just kind of weird
Now listen,
to me.
they are making him a martyr on
They
social
are.
media
They are.
because, and he, when this man go into jail for the rest of his life, he's absolutely going to be the Don Corleone of
Mhm.
whatever facility he go to. And let me
Mhm.
tell you why. Because people are upset at this healthcare system. It is
Mhm.
bogus. It is terrible. I can tell you right now, my mom has had kidney surgery. She's had thyroid surgery. The bill that we were sent was $493,000.
That's crazy.
Now, where do you think the average American is going to get that amount of money for healthcare? And my mom's a senior. She's on Medicare. What?
She doesn't have
Absolutely not.
secondary insurance.
She does. She has to have a gap insurance because guess why?
The
Because
Medicare
the,
doesn't
the
cover it.
Medicare does not cover medication and some other things. So I can see why people are on social media making him a martyr. Now he should have never took that man's life.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
the healthcare system needs to be overhauled. And if they don't look at this healthcare system with this situation where this man is telling you, I wasn't working with anybody, and he in his right mind. Right? We know he in his right mind because he was valedictorian of his prep school,
Mhm.
high school.
Mm-hmm.
And he has another 4-year degree on top of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this should cause a major overhaul of the healthcare system here in the United States.
Yeah, and he mentioned in this letter, hey, we're the richest country in the world, but we're number 42 as ranking in our healthcare. And he's right. As far as if you look at like child birthing experiences, uh, a lot of women here have to go through C-sections, premature birth, um, women dying at birth because of our health system. We're way lower. And not
Blue
only
Cross,
only that, to be black, black women experience more.
Blue Cross Blue Shield, a couple of weeks ago,
Mhm.
tried to implement a plan where they said they were not going to pay for anesthesia through your entire surgery for certain surgeries.
What?
Yes. They rescinded the plan because they got so much backlash. They had people calling, canceling their insurance and going to other companies. I said, how do you stop paying for anesthesia in the middle of my surgery?
And that's kind of inhumane, don't you
And
think?
let me tell you how expensive. I used to work for anesthesia doctors, a group of doctors, anesthesia. Let me tell you how expensive just the
Oh
anesthesia
yeah.
portion of
Yeah.
your surgery
Mhm.
probably is going to cost more than the actual surgery.
Mhm.
That's just the
Mhm.
anesthesia part.
Yeah.
And they're not even really doing anything. They're giving you medication to put you to sleep, and then they're monitoring you through the
Well,
whole.
they do have to make sure they don't kill you.
I
Like
mean, they're like
they
I said, they're
can
monitoring
overdose.
you. Like I said, the nurse anesthetist is in the room monitoring you, but she's overseen by a doctor. So the doctor, they charge you like the actual doctor is in the room. He is not. It is the nurse anesthetist that stays with you and
The whole
monitors
entire
you through the
time.
surgery. And if there's any problems, then she alerts the doctor, then he comes back because he's supervising rooms. So he supervises like different ORs, and he may have 3 nurses that he supervises, and they're watching you. But my thing is the healthcare system, there is inherently something wrong there. People can't get medication. One of these medications that they wanted my mom to get was $400 for a little pink pill. This is insane. How are we supposed to keep our elderly healthy and keep them for as long as we are able to keep them without having the proper resources? With all of these taxes and things that we pay, we are the only country that can't get free health care figured out. I don't understand it.
And
And you know that
because we
man
got a
was
lot
being
of
investigated.
waste.
That man was being investigated by the Department of Justice too
Oh
at the
yeah,
time.
I seen that. I seen that. Yeah.
So
Yep. I seen that.
there absolutely needs to be something done. I don't
Mhm.
understand how Canada can get figured out free healthcare. I don't understand how the people across the pond can get figured out free healthcare.
Mhm.
And they can come over here and go to the best hospitals, John Hopkins, all those hospitals, and we can't even get figured out so that people can get blood pressure medicine.
Well,
And
there's a lot of waste in the healthcare industry. And matter of fact, that new Department of Government Efficiency, that's what one of the things that they're tackling. The healthcare industry, because they said um, probably 25% of the waste comes from administration, and then another from being insurance companies fraudulently being billed. It was all kinds of stuff that they could cut out. Is very wasteful. So it's very shameful. Like you said, we pay a whole bunch of taxes, and what do we pay taxes for? For
we
them to
definitely
spend
we need to get
and
this
give it to other countries, really.
right. We need to get this healthcare uh thing figured out here. If Canada can do it, we definitely should be able to do it.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
understanding. Um, it's absolutely going to get rid of a lot of corruption.
Yeah.
Because then there's not going to be a healthcare race. Nobody's going to benefit individually,
Yeah.
from certain things.
Yeah.
Certain companies won't enter, the pharmaceutical company will
Yeah.
definitely go down as far
Well,
as
another thing you were mentioning, that pharmaceutical company, you might want to check your mom. Is she on automatic prescription refill?
no, I don't have her on automatic
Don't put her
prescription
on, because
refill.
that's a scam.
Oh
And my
yeah,
dad was on
definitely,
that. And they kept
definitely
on
no.
sending him medication that it was discontinued, and they kept on billing his insurance company. And every year we audit his prescriptions, and I'm like, Dad, why are you still receiving this? And your doctor took you off this prescription. So, and he actually got sick too. He ended up going, and that's how he's on. My dad is on dialysis now, because of he was thinking like, oh, my doctor is sending me this medication. He kept on
Right.
continuing to take it, and it messed up his liver.
Right. And so my
So
mom, she went to the pharmacy yesterday to pick up some medication. They gave her a medication that she doesn't take anymore. So when I looked in the bag and I said, "Oh my God," and you can't return it, even though it's still sealed, nothing is open. They
no,
won't let you
they
return it,
won't let you return it.
which is the scam.
It's a
Because
scam.
why can't you take it back if it's unsealed? If it's
Yeah,
not, the seal is not broken. Why can't you take it back?
yeah, it's a
And
scam.
this medicine is not cheap. So now I have to go off on the doctors when I get off this live, because absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah.
You canceled this medicine and yet y'all still sending it to the pharmacy? Absolutely not.
And they need to stop these kickbacks too, because when I worked in the healthcare industry, we will have pharmaceuticals coming in,
Bringing
talking
lunch.
to bringing lunch,
Yeah, but they still
talking
do
to
it.
the doctors.
They still do
If
it.
they prescribe certain drugs, they get a kickback.
That's still big business
know.
in dermatology.
Oh,
They still
that's what
do
I
it.
worked. I worked in the
Yeah,
dermatologist office for
I
8
did nurse
years.
treatments. I did
Yeah,
nurse treatments in a dermatology office for over a year.
yeah,
And that's what they do.
yeah.
They buy lunch every week,
Hmm.
just to get you to prescribe
Prescribe
their
their drugs and
medication.
stuff. Yeah,
And yeah, they still do it. It's
yeah,
still something that's done. Well,
yeah.
that's all I have
All right.
for today. The
Hey,
next time y'all see us, we gonna be running around. Okay, we did it today.
we
And we
did.
did it in a good fashion time, but
Yeah.
it was because I had the visual ready.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I did that visual in my sleep.
Oh, you did.
When you text me and said what you said, I said, "Oh Lord," because I was asleep in my chair.
You
Um,
slept in your chair.
I was asleep in my chair trying to catch up on some sleep.
Uh,
Do you have a show today?
I do at 1:30 Business Talks podcast. So you guys tune in for that on Shawan Burns. And that's
Uh,
all. What about
I'm
you?
thinking about putting a show together today. I have
Okay.
some videos to finish. I need to prepare. Simply Sisters comes on Thursday we doing 5 o'clock CST, 6 o'clock EST with myself and Winters Hall. Today, if I do go live today, it will be late this evening. I want to review some things in Dalton, and I want to reiterate some things for Thornton Township for you all.
Mm-hmm.
77 of us in the room today. Super producer wishes nothing but blessings for your life. Thank you for tuning
Blessings.
in to us every day, every morning on your drive to work or at your desk to start your day. It doesn't go unnoticed by us. We thank you for it. And we're gonna get better.
Yeah.
This is the view in progress.
The view. The view in progress.
Okay. As soon as Shawan send me these
Lil
pictures,
Stank
y'all
Stank.
can get this refresh.
Send me the video. Lil
But I
Stank.
can guarantee you she not gonna send them today.
You know
So,
what? I just emailed you week 14 so you could do the graphics for the NFL picks.
okay.
So look, I'm on top. I'm
Yeah,
on
we'll
top.
see. We'll see. You better send that picture so I can do this refresh.
Yeah.
But if you're not subscribed already, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please like the video today. Like, share, and subscribe to this channel, Shawan Burns 2.0, which will be coming, Unpopular Opinion channel. And it's subscribe to Shawan Burns, and then I'm all in the queue.
All in the queue.
And listen, y'all be great today.
Be great.
Okay? If you can't be great, be quiet.
Right. If you can't
That's
be
what my
great, be
grandma used
quiet.
If you can't be great, be quiet. Okay?
And press the subscribe button.
That's it. That's it. On the way out, press the subscribe button. Y'all have a great day.
Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you. Press the subscribe button. Press the subscribe button. Yes, you.